Let's learn how to create an ORCID account. In this video, we're going to discuss what an ORCID is, the new NIH mandate, how to register for an account and link it with UT Dallas, how to fill in biography details, how to link funding and publications, and lastly, how to edit account settings. An Open Researcher and Contributor ID is a persistent digital identifier. An ORCID account provides a platform for a researcher to link their affiliations, grants, publications, and more. ORCID's goal is to provide one central service which eliminates a researcher's need to enter and re-enter the same data and information into different systems. An ORCID can be used to import information into other platforms such as ERA Commons and ScienceCV. If a researcher will be supported by an NIH training, fellowship, education, or career development award beginning in the fiscal year 2020, they must create an ORCID and link it to their ERA Commons profile. For more information on this new mandate, there will be links in the description of this video. Now that we know what ORCID is, let's register for an account. Simply navigate to orcid.org. Click on the Sign In and Registration button in the top right of the screen. You can see that there are multiple ways to sign into an ORCID account, but for now, we're just going to learn how to register. Click on the Register Now button. Fill in the required information. It is highly recommended to link an additional email to your ORCID account to avoid losing account access. A good rule of thumb is to use a personal email account in addition to your UT Dallas email. We recommend setting the visibility settings to Everyone or Trusted Parties. We'll discuss more about visibility settings later, so don't fret if you're not sure what to pick now. Once you've filled in the required information, click the Register button. You will receive an email confirmation to verify your account registration. If you'd added multiple emails, be sure to also verify those emails as part of your account. Now that you've created an ORCID account, let's sign in and link it to UT Dallas. Although it's a little bit counterintuitive, for the next step in the process, please go ahead and sign out of your account if you already signed in. Once you've signed out, click the Sign In and Register button once again. And this time, instead of selecting Register Now or signing in using your newly created personal account, we're going to sign in using the institutional account option. Search for the University of Texas at Dallas. A quick tip is to simply type Dallas and selecting the correct option from the drop-down menu. Click Continue. You will be led to Single Sign-On. Enter your NetID and password and log in. You have now successfully linked your ORCID account with UT Dallas. This is useful because now UT Dallas can scrub your publicly available information on your ORCID account and make it available in your profile at profiles.utdallas.edu. Now let's talk about your ORCID record, or sometimes I refer to it as your ORCID profile, which is this page right here. Here on the left you can see your unique ORCID ID. But before we go any further, I would like to offer the reminder that the more you fill out your ORCID profile, the less information you'll have to enter manually into other systems. Here on the left you can enter information such as your alternative names, other social media or websites that you belong to, alternative IDs, and additional emails. ORCID allows you to apply granular permissions to all the information you provide in your profile. Let me show you. When I click on my emails, you can see that this email here, I only allowed trusted parties to see. As for my second alternative email, I've set it to private so that only I can view this. If I so desired, I could make it accessible for everyone, but that's not something I want to do. This can also be done for the other information in your ORCID record, such as employment, education, and even funding and works. To add employment information, simply click the plus Add Employment button and enter your information. Again, here's how you can set visibility for that specific piece of information. Add your education or qualifications in a similar way by clicking the Add Education button or the Add Qualification button and enter information. To link funding, it's a similar process. You will also click the plus sign and click Add Funding, and this time we're going to click an option that's called Search and Link. This will use the Uber Wizard integration, or now called the Dimension Wizard. You'll enter your first name and last name. I'm going to use Dr. Pancrazio as an example. Click Find by Name and search for opportunities that you've been awarded. Click the ones that belong to you and select Next. Click Submit to ORCID to complete the action. You're also able to add funding manually, but ORCID recommends that you use the Search and Link Wizard because wizards reduce or eliminate data errors, enable reliable links between your ORCID ID and your works, and allow for the addition of contributor information with works. Adding publications is also done in a similar way. You simply click Add Works, and here you can see we have a few more options. You can use the Search and Link option again, and connect to a database, such as Scopus. I'm going to use Dr. Pancrazio as an example again. You'll select your publication, and walk through the steps that Scopus provides for you. You can also add information directly using a digital object identifier, providing a PubMed ID, or importing a BibTeX file if you have one. And just like previously, it is not recommended to add works manually, but it is possible. The last thing we're going to talk about today is how to edit your account settings. At the very top of the page, click on your name and select Account Settings. In your account settings, you can change your password, edit your global default visibility preferences, and more. You can also see your trusted organizations. This is very important because these are the organizations that you've linked to, and I would like to clarify that when you import ORCID information into another system, you usually have to initiate that process through that system's interface. If you would like to know how to link to ScienceCV or ERA Commons, there will be links provided in the description of this video, and you can also find them on our wiki page at wiki.utdallas.edu. You're also able to set trusted individuals, which means that you grant permission to someone else to update your ORCID record. Here you can see alternate sign-in accounts. I'm using single sign-on through the University of Texas at Dallas as an alternative sign-in method. For more information, please refer to our wiki.utdallas.edu. ORCID also provides additional documentation to help get you started. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you for watching.